and compete on a big level in this professional stage.
Yeah, it seems like some of the parts are finally starting to work for SK Gaming, and that is definitely encouraging. Spotting one in middle, Leash running into apps to spot more people and see if there's anyone in second mid, but in fact, SK are going to come barreling right up middle. Already Taco hitting one head, so they're getting shut down. Elish and Naf following up. That is huge. I actually thought that was going to catch Liquid completely off guard. And Cold Zero and Fur left.
They had to make a very quick decision to get 2 people in Boiler. Taco just narrowly getting away as well. But now it's a little bit of chaos for Team Liquid. Now it's not entirely sure how they're going to position themselves. Taco's been spotted out. He's pinned down. Nice job by Cold Zero. They have access to the bomb, and they can even retreat. Although Naf keeping an eye on it from alt mid. Liege wants to get into the bomb site. They both actually, through Graveyard, can still see the bomb on the ground. So Fur and Cold Zero not yet making their move. This is a very difficult duo. And actually, Nitro is being called back now since they have sight of the bomb. How does SK get back into this one? They've got no nades. Cold Zero has a USP, but no armor.
Yeah, just one flashbang on Cold, so that's going to be a really good one. At least it forces Nafly back. Picks up the bomb at 40 seconds. That gives them a couple of more options to play with. Obviously, if Liquid spotted out, they might be less confident in sticking around in the A-bomb site.
SK can actually dictate where this round goes since they have control of the Rap side. Nitro is alone at the B bomb site, and they realize that with 2 players in pit. If they go here, Nitro has to buy for time. He can't really commit to a fight.
But speaking of time, they only have 20 seconds, so they can't spend the whole time looking for him in the bomb site. They sort of have to go pretty quick, and he may be able to exploit that a little bit. Straight headshot. That is, can't see it. It's currently 1 versus 3, and bomb is planted. Oh my god, somehow Fur gets the burst fire shot off on Nitro. It still should not be enough at this point. Trying to do a little bit, but they are going to double team him, and he will go down. Liquid will win the pistol.
That's a nice plant, though, out of that situation. That could have been an absolute massacre, and fair play to SK Gaming for keeping their head on their shoulders and finding a way to at least find something out of it. You have a 2v1 at that B bomb site. A great shot by Nitro, obviously, to eliminate one of them coming into the bomb site, but the plant is great.
I'll tell you what, when Elish crosses middle and sees, like, I think he sees like 1 or 2 people on T-ramp, then he runs into apartments and jumps to check second mid. He sees nobody. I wouldn't have thought, oh, the next thing that's going to happen is that all 5 of them are going to come up middle. Like, that just seems unlikely.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I was talking about. The quick was Taco and I believe Twist were the 2 in Boiler Room, and they kind of had to make that decision. It's easy to get kind of confused and actually screw over your teammate who was planning to play there initially as that second player, and then make it work into like a really awkward like bait and switch kind of setup. That was pretty cool, and especially when you have the bodies who are attempting to get in towards halls. They're ready to go towards lane. You have what was just the massacre of that pistol round. Investment in this, though, from SK. They have full utility, 1 UMP on Fur, 1 MAC-10 on Stewie, and upgraded pistols, so there is a good amount of danger for Team Liquid here.
Yeah, in spite of the bomb plant. Could have had AKs in the 3rd round instead. They opt for the really early aggression. Maybe more signs that they're starting to feel a bit more confident. They kind of aren't just getting beat up in the way that they were not that long ago. Trying to run in, not checking the corner, and Taco going to make great work of this MP9. No problems at all towards the arch side of the map, and yeah, that's the round pretty much falling apart in just one battle. They are fighting much more than they need to right now, though, on the Liquid side, which is a little bit of a shame.
Yeah, even Twist kind of falling back, trying to get towards that broken wall, and it looks like Elise just wants to end things. He's had enough. There was a player in the bomb site. Nitro is probably telling Twist, just hide. Let him attack. Let him come towards you. I'm in the bomb site. I got you covered. Twist didn't need to die there, but the victory is all that matters.
Momentary lapse of judgment, but fair enough.
Tense situation for everyone.
And getting late. I mean, these guys obviously didn't play early today, so theoretically they could have slept in and everything else. But you know, past midnight.
You never know if you can actually sleep in when you have one of these late games. You never know if you're going to get up at 9 o'clock. Although, to be fair, Team Liquid did boot camp in Amsterdam before this, so they were here about 3 or 4 days early.
I mean, Mose, you're a professional, so no doubt you will have got the sleep needed for a kind of late day.
Yes. As always, yes. Aggression on these SMGs, and Naf is going to build up some bonus money. So is Twist, and actually all 5 kills go to SMGs, so well done, and this will be another phenomenal bonus round for Team Liquid if they don't decide to upgrade any of these. It is a little bit of a risk, but you can make them work on Inferno when you can use utility to get up towards close off angles. Deska mentioned this in the first segment about this series when they saw the maps. I didn't hear the entire pregame this time around, but talked about SK has had their struggles in the past on this map. It has not always been kind to them. I think Yanko mentioned right at the end, maybe the first meaningful Inferno deciding map that they might win.
Yeah, and Yanko's prediction actually was for SK, and you've got to give him credit no matter what. That was closer than I think most people were maybe thinking. Yes. That they could have even done it 2-0. Still a chance, obviously. So far, fighting here in the fourth round. That's not fun, is it?
Stewie just gets battered. 1 HP. Nice nade damage from Team Liquid. I think Astralis has really taught a lot of teams to spend a little bit of time on their HE work. Showing off what it can do. Twist and Taco working together over towards lane, getting aggressive, finding some information. They've got to be careful. Maybe not push all the way in here. Taco's going to get boosted up. 4 players now at this A bomb site. Elige is at car. He's got a Molotov to slow things down if he feels the pressure. 57 seconds on the clock. This is a really difficult 4-man stack at top mid for Team Liquid. This is going to be tough for SK to get through it. They can't isolate.
I mean, there are so many people with their backs turned over at the quad side that any amount of flashbang, probably still going to be a couple of people left who can actually see what's going on. So, yeah, this is going to be extremely difficult to break if you're on the SK side. We'll see if they're going to be successful. Trying to see if they can make it. Taco turning for the first flashbang. Fer doing a really good job, but you see the return and Naf just crushing it with the MP9.
Big kill as Fallen was trying to pressure while that presence came up mid. They were trying to delay the rotation, but Elige got that kill. Now he's in the back of the bomb site. 15 HP, yes, and he's going to go down to coldzera. A chance here for SK to take this round. Stewie has only got 1 HP, and he's got the unenviable job of having to watch the flank, and the timing of it is going to be everything. Taco going to turn the corner, and he doesn't react in time. Stewie gets that one somehow, and they're both still alive, but really expect the follow-up from Naf. That could end everything, and his only decision is to get aggressive.
He's finally going to go down, Stewie, but what you could do with 1 health is really quite a lot. Cole's going to get 1 shot. He follows up with a second. That's a triple, surviving on 8 health. And SK pick up the first round. My God, that was quick.
That really was. coldzera of all people as well. But remember, that's the bonus round from Team Liquid. A really nice win for SK. The money is still going to be low despite a win. And I mean, Fallen knows it as well. And this is actually a really cool difference of this SK is willing to take these timeouts. You mentioned it. SK frequently just didn't take timeouts whatsoever. They seemingly had all the answers on the fly. Now they need it.
That's a good round to remember the next time you're on 1 health somewhere in one of your own matches, and you think, well, listen, I mean, I'm out of this round. Just Stewie doing so much in there. It was unfortunate though. I think Taco, when he peeked the corner, he thought that they were all the way at the bottom of yellow.
He's pre-aiming, right?
Yeah, he was pre-aiming it, and then the recoil just kind of messed him up a little bit, which is a little bit of a shame. But this is great.
A little bit of a mistake in the 2v1. Usually, I mean, it's a small point to criticize, but if the low HP player goes in first, right, and the transfer has to go onto the 100 HP player, a little bit easier to manage. Regardless, a chance for Team Liquid to respond immediately. There's going to be 3 AK-47s for SK Gaming. They got a good amount of utility as well. Nitro has the AWP, and there's 4 M4s. This would be a huge, huge round for SK to take. If they can demolish the purchases, demolish the buy out of Team Liquid, and take all their money away very early on in this half, you know what this map is like on the T side when your opposition has all the nades they could possibly want, are able to rebuy multiple times. So early on, SK can do some very big work.
That's a lot of commitment towards the arch side. And all it really did was push Nitro a slight bit back. That does mean he can't see what's happening in middle, admittedly, so maybe that will help them out.
It's not all it's done. Look at the B defense. They completely evacuated. I mean, Nafly is all the way back. He can get smoked off very easily. Elige needs to get back there at some point. I don't know why they kind of ran this whole way. They don't have any other smokes as well. There's a minute left in this round, and the B bomb site is pretty much left destitute of utility. And they're not cheating anyone back towards B. It's going to be Naf, and he's going to have a smoke to contend with, and he's just going to hope he gets lucky.
I don't understand this at all. Like, I can understand you leaving 1 person, but 1 person outside of B, retaking the B bomb site is...
It's no fun.
Yeah, you just don't really want to do that. They might be in that situation in just a couple of seconds, unless they can spray someone down for the smoke. That would maybe be the one big thing. But it doesn't even look like SK are going to smoke it. They actually are going to try and take this fight. That's really interesting. Stewie does go down. Naf, more kills coming through. They're going to try and see if they can overwhelm him. And they will be successful at that. Still a 3-on-3. That was Normally a smoke goes up in there, but I think SK wanted to try and see if they could surprise them.
Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately, that was their undoing. Allows 2 kills to come out and even this up, and now it makes it for a viable retake. 1 kit on Taco. He's going to lead the way from Banana. Twist is with him. The nice thing for SK Gaming, they have all 3 players behind Coffins and in Ruins and in Construction. Liquid is not going to expect that. They're going to want to clear out corners into the bomb site. This is so dangerous on this retake. Liquid has no idea. A nice nade, but they need the kills.
Yeah, I mean, once they get the first kill, and maybe even the second, there's going to be more people there. Spray coming through, someone's already on the defuse, and there is a kit on there, 1 second left, and Taco following it all the way through. That's a great retake from Liquid, not losing anybody at all. And SK, they didn't even get to put any of those players into play, really.
No, they didn't at all. I think they expected Team Liquid to be, kind of streaming into the bomb site to clear out the back corners, and that just didn't really happen the way they expected it to.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Also, I mean, a double flank, usually 2 players coming from CT spawn. You imagine that Construction player can have some kind of an argument, some kind of an impact on the round. So the plant's going to be nice. SK Gaming, they don't get away with an economic reset. I mean, just once it gets into that scenario, they had everything perfectly in the build-up. Oh my god, this is so aggressive from Twist, and he's going to get punished. That's a Deagle at long range, and he wanted the close-up fight.
He obviously did not expect them to have Deagles or that AK-47. I mean, I guess he knew they had that from the previous round,
AK, yeah.
but still, that seems crazy.
That is an overcommitment.
He didn't even check if, he just had his mind made up already that he was going to go and fight that.
Well, here's another overcommitment. This one is going to work out for Elish. Fur goes down. That's one of the AKs. Drop through the smoke, and Naf's going to respond. Those are some pretty risky trades, and an even riskier decision to try and steal the gun away.
Oh, God.
Bless it all.
That's a little bit greedy, isn't it?
Listen, it's crunch time.
Oh. Chicken got panicked.
Everyone's feeling it.
Yeah.
The animals.
Chickens are on edge. Yeah, well, see if Naf is going to get the early warning sign when they come around the corner. He does have 1 flash, but it's really not a lot, but, it might buy him an extra second or 2.
He's playing it aggressively. He's not even going for the early warning. He's going to go for the commit. And actually, it's not a bad idea, and it's going to work out again. SK Gaming doesn't know how big they're being outplayed at the moment. Naf sees the smoke, but he's telling his team it's a fake. They're going to go towards the A bomb site. He sees absolutely nothing. Now he's got a fast flank. He might even be able to catch Stewie if he turns this corner right now. And there's the bomb. That's it. I mean, SK Gaming, they put themselves in some good positions, and they just can't handle some of the unfortunate natures. Great plays from Team Liquid. coldzera might be able to take some guns away, but the round's over.
It's beautiful control from Naf. I mean, you don't always... It's not every day that you sort of get it illustrated that precisely what it is, what exactly is the information that they're acting on. Sometimes it can be a little bit obscure because there's so much happening. This time you just knew. Like, you saw the smoke in the sky, went to check, there's no one there, and then that's it. Great job. Snapfly at 11-3, and we haven't... I mean, he's been playing all right this tournament, but we haven't seen the really mad version of Nafly yet.
Well, definitely not in this series so far. It is going to be a huge benefit, especially of him playing the B bomb site. Cash, he was 12-20. Train, he was 24-19, so that wasn't bad at all. Here he's out to a great start. And SK Gaming, I mean, you have to feel for him. That one decision to not smoke off CT spawn, they expected players to be in the site, and they played right into it. And it's crazy because they had the fake they threw at A. It wasn't even maybe just fake. Just the pressure they applied caused a full evacuation of that B bomb site, and you can't have known that. But 9 times out of 10, when you hit that bomb site, you probably put a smoke towards CT spawn.
Yeah, I guess, just luck of the draw.
They do have the money pretty low for Liquid. I mean, that's one of the benefits. Again, on a map like this where utility can dictate so much, it is at least good that they have that low. They have it almost at the breaking point. So they're still not really getting beat up just yet, even though it's a 5-1 score.
Look at how quick Fur is in the apartments here, checking it out. Just rushing right to that position. I think he may have got slightly forced out by the grenade. And now he's trying to take over. He's just moving in. Nobody knows that Fur's here, I think. I don't think sure they've realized Fur can actually crack this open, but he's going to go down to Nitro instead. I think he almost got that, like, down to 8 health. Yeah. That was Fur just on a one-man mission. Yeah, he just let Fur get unleashed and go for some kind of a play. The good news is, with Nitro this beat up, SK not only have as a softened up defender here at this A bomb site, but
It basically prevents anyone from cheating back towards B because you want somebody to be able to replace him. Naf's going to get the spot on Rap side of Fallen, just tries to cross this. A nice dink as well. He calls that out. And SK Gaming, they try and be aggressive on the other side of the map, and it's just not going to work.
Look at Elige sneaking on into the middle, catching Fallen with the MP9. God, Liquid are hard to contain on this map, even on the CT side. They're doing a fantastic job, although so is SK. That's a great opening. You thought they were going to get locked in and just die there. Bomb is down, though, for Elige. I mean, can he really do this? They don't have a lot of health. One more smoke being picked up there to try and allow him to get out. He's going to jump right down. Not close enough to be able to stop Cold Zero, but he gets the headshot on Bulge regardless. Oh my god, Elige, this is brilliant. Now it's a triple, but if he can get the kill on Cold, that would certainly be heartbreaking for SK Gaming. He knows where he is. Elige making a quick jump over, but the spray is accurate, and headshot through the side of the box. Triple for Cold. He saves them one more time.
Yeah, how many times have we said Cold Zero saving SK? That is such a nice round from him. Still not out of it again. 4 players go down for SK. Cold can drop... He can drop just the one AK-47, and Liquid's not going to let it go. They're going to buy up into it. Elige almost showing off some clutch skills as well. 5-2. And they let that one slip away. It's a wash for SK. They contained it so very well, and then all 3 kills go out so quickly for SK. It was right when you heard Team Liquid clear out the Rap side with that pop flash. SK decides to attack lane because they know they have at least one piece of the defense shifting towards that side. They have an opportunity, and they capitalize.
Stewie, this is so dangerous. Great flashbang from a teammate. Gets an instant headshot on Nitro. Not sure if he had any head armor, I doubt it. That's great news all around. Good return for Taco, though. Wants to follow it up. Fur is right on the other side. And, oh, getting a bit greedy. Still picking up a kill. But that almost cost him his life. Twist almost going to get it in a follow, but Taco will continue his reign of terror inside of the A-bomb side. Elige there to help him out, and it's a triple by the time he goes down. Stewie, can he make this one work? Putting the bomb down. Elige the first man up. Actually, he's going to be Nafly to go down first, and almost making it work, but not enough. Goes back to pick up the AWP, and Liquid are going to win the round.
No, but this map is still so close, despite some of these clutches going towards Team Liquid. Obviously, the previous one, not so. A great job by Taco. You were wondering if he was going to go for that AK-47 or swing and clear even further in towards Halls. It was the 2 options, and Fur not able to catch him off. And it's even fine that Fur's over-aggressive there, perhaps, because his teammates are coming up lane at pretty much the same time. They just pick up the pace with Fur. But still, with the money the way it is on this defense, this map is just deathly close. And I think SK, they might just feel like they're at the end of their capabilities of kind of investing and challenging for rounds. They want the AK-47s. They haven't had a perfect buy in some time.
What a close game this is. You're right. Even though maybe if you look at the scoreboard, it doesn't quite seem like it, but it absolutely has been some crazy rounds. Stewie mentally lining himself up for that deagle shot. It's always fun when you can see that. You sort of you know what they're doing.
Pre-aim in the corner. Bolts has been tagged down to 62. Look at all the utility Liquid's using early on. I know they don't have the perfect buy either, and they don't have everything they could possibly want, but 1 minute and 15 seconds, and they've only got 2 flashbangs left. They are feeling the pressure. And I think they're also feeling, you know, the confidence or the insanity of SK to just be able to walk up portions of the map and take a fight, just to be willing to go challenge, just dry, without any kind of indication it's coming.
Nitro, ready and waiting. Not over peeking. Oh, well, Cole was ready. I was pleased that Nitro wasn't over peeking that corner all that much. Twist holding on to the site, but he's getting shot down in the back as well. He's got to fight somewhere. He actually picks up the kill and turns around. That's so quick. He's back at it again. He was about to get completely locked in.
I don't know how he managed to get all 3 of those kills.
Yeah, it's just unbelievable, isn't it? They bought a Son of Shotgun by mistake, Moses.
Who's that, SK?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's in the spawn.
I'm assuming Fallen bought it? No, Fallen still has plenty of money. Someone bought it, but yeah, sucks for them. Nicely done from Twist. I mean, that's so hard to manage. Great job by Fallen of just baiting and kind of giving up and allowing that kind of 1 second gap. And for as good as the Deagles rang out on Rap side, it wasn't the case at the balcony. 5 AKs for SK Gaming this time. Go a little bit deeper into the playbook. Taco and Twist at the A-bomb site. 3 players defending towards Banana as Elige moves up, and Clears towards the logs, but again, a lot of utility being used early to get Nitro safely in this position. Obviously, this time clearing the wood to prevent Stewie from finding that opening kill like last time.
See if anything is going to come from it. I mean, the first result is obviously the fact that they can now have 4 men in the A bomb site. So that's the immediate effect of having Nitro on that side. But down the line, see if he can do anything about them if they show up.
They're playing deep in the site, though. 2 in the site, no one in pit as well. So if SK are to do something in lane, it's one angle of attack onto the bomb site and towards small pit. But also there's no one who can really spot how close someone is towards lane. So they just have to be ready for it at all times.
A good Molotov and Taco getting caught.
Somos do tamanho do sonho que queremos ver. Drible que ninguém pode prever.
Uma emoção que nos...
Painful, and now that Nitro had to fall back from Banana, Elijah's rotated to B. It's just the 2 players in the bomb site.
Yeah, this A bomb site has just become a tomb for Twist and Naf. I don't see them coming out of this one. They should get wrapped around from more or less both sides, and Twist, 19 seconds here, trying to put up a good defense, but not going to happen. Nitro has to try and hold on to the AWP. That was... I mean...
Try and do it. Try and do it. Try to make it sound sensical.
I was just going to say, the problem is Nitro doesn't have any grenades to stop the push. And so Taco just thinking, like, I've got to come and help out quick, you know?
If I had to hazard a guess at it, I would say that's kind of part of the miscommunication that comes from having Taco still being relatively new in the team, is that he's not really used to how intense and how alarming the calls are out of Nitro. You know, he probably says they're coming B, and Taco thinks that's like a 5-man commit, right? But regardless,
yeah,
I mean, still just running straight down mid is a bit crazy. Nitro hasn't really been involved too much, 3 and 5. See what happens from it. Liquid working hard to get him set up over here. 2 players at sandbags, 3 players at the base of Banana. This could decide a lot here. Nitro's going to get Molotov back, take a shot.
He has got a flashbang, so maybe he could help his teammates out. Not going to be able to help Elysian. I think Naf is going to suffer a similar kind of fate. That's a very good opening for Stewie.
He's done it again. And now I think you have to get into that kind of gamble mode where Taco, Twist both go towards that B bomb site. Just stick there, protect the AWP, and also later in the round you can try for that M4. Nitro is going to flash Taco over to try and take out Stewie. It's going to work. He's completely blind, but he's not going to get away. More fighting, and here comes Nitro to bail him out, but he can't. There's flashbangs. He's getting so many nades thrown at him. He's just getting bodied out of this fight by the utility of SK, and back to the A bomb site they go, where Twist can do absolutely nothing against this many opponents.
He's going to try anyway at the edge of the smoke. Just wants to try and see if he can hero it. Does get to hero. Another headshot coming. Oh my god! Almost getting 3 kills with just 12 bullets in that C-set 75. That is very hard to do. Nitro now, obviously, he must have been inspired by that moment, thinking maybe I could pull it home. He needs somebody to peek him, and that is not happening. I understand, yeah, some of the times people hide there, but if they don't show themselves, yeah, he kind of has to give it up. That's nuts.
What a job by Twist. I was writing him off. Surely I didn't think he would get that second, much less even dinking the third and almost cleaning it up. If he had done that, it just would have been too much. It just would have been an incredible turnaround for Team Liquid, but they are going to be put on the back foot, and now they have to save around the salt. Now you have to just kind of rely on Nitro.
I actually think if he did that, Bolts was so far around the corner that he couldn't easily even have come back to kill Twist as he was reloading.
Would have been a 2-on-1, yeah.
That would have been really hard to deal with. Well then, so it is an exciting game. We're really getting there.
It's going to get back into it as well. This is not over. SK with such a nice advantage in this round. The CZ's just bought up on Twist, and why the hell not? Even though they don't have the money, they don't have a great losing bonus. But again, if you're Team Liquid, you have to put some bodies next to Nitro, because you're not going to have the money. You obviously, no matter what happens this round, unless Nitro does something crazy and gets like the opening 2 or 3 kills, your priority is saving that up into the next round. It's not necessarily winning the round. That's just kind of a benefit that may come down to pass.
Oh, I mean, this is what I would expect out of Taco. He's actually helping the chicken out of the line of fire in the middle of the battle.
See, I don't like that. I think you need that killer instinct.
Taco, though? Does it,
I mean, yeah, obviously. Not
just a friendly person, isn't he?
He is. Well, Naf has brought the op over towards A. It's watching Rap side. Twist and Taco to buddy up on lane. Taco's in Graveyard. Naf's going to rotate away. I'm going to check out this shot from Fallen that we missed earlier. Nitro going for the peek and Fallen waiting for exactly that. Yeah, you can see the op going over towards the B bomb side. This is what I mentioned in the last round. Just go over there, just gamble stack it, make sure you can bring the op forward. That's exactly what's going to go down. So it'll be 5 rounds for SK Gaming as Team Liquid concedes this one. But then Team Liquid, if they don't start winning, all of a sudden this is a great T-half for SK.
I mean, that is the benefit of keeping on the pressure and... Oh, God.
It's having a seizure.
It is. Somebody get the medicine. Everybody waiting. They're not that keen to take away the AWP at the moment.
It's been such an economic struggle for both teams, and SK still needs, like, the money that they're going to gain from winning this round is phenomenal. Only Bolts is really sitting at anything super comfortable. He's at 6K. Coldzera is at 2,800. Everyone else is 1,000 or below. And the fact that Liquid called for the save so early just means they can set up in such good positions that it would be so costly to chase down that AWP.
Yeah, nobody having any kind of fun and no action at the end of this round. Just kind of a little bit of a calm before the storm here.
Only able to win 2 rounds in a row at a time. And all those clutches as well, so... SK fought for it. Look at this boost. Other side, Nitro gonna go for something. Peeking out a little bit wider, and they're walking it together.
Yeah.
But nothing comes from that boost just yet, and pretty soon they're gonna have to bust it up.
That's so cool, though. The fact that they can walk it together, because usually people just kind of, just the top person moving around. It's, I can see that working out a number of times. Fallen, mildly annoyed that his teammates are walking in front of him when he just wants to wall bang them.
Just wants to spam.
Please. But very common setup. Elise, I guess, is boosted up at the back of B, which can be good fun. You can very easily get Molotov there, although we haven't really seen those big Molotov executes for actually a long time, not even just in this map. I feel like they've gone a little bit out of style.
Yeah, people start to check this spot as well when they turn the corner.
Yeah.
And Stewie is so deadly on his entry. He's into the B bomb site. He's paired up with Coldzera at the moment, and that's a pretty frightening duo. Again, Team Liquid, the utility is not anything to write home about, especially at the B bomb site. It's a flash and a Molotov because Alicia's going to have to be flash out. Here it comes. Won't even have a chance to get the Molotov down. Good entry from Stewie. Alicia's alive in the back of the bomb site, but he just can't do anything. Stewie just with that 1 kill, Naf on top of the box. And the speed and the pace of that hit means that Molotov from Naf just can't come out, can't delay anything. So that is really well done from SK.
Oh, it bolts. A little bit cheeky on the other side. That's quite a resource to have. Someone, like, if you can just let Stewie off the hook and be sure to get that one opening kill, that helps. That does everything you need.
Fur goes for the chase, and he's punished. I don't think anyone from SK is going to challenge this again. Fallen's the closest with an AWP, and he might peek for it, but doesn't want to overextend. 6 rounds for SK now. They're making this already. It's a good offensive half. And they have a chance to even build. They have a chance to have the lead going forward into the defensive side.
Yeah, that can absolutely happen. Liquid, that money looking very sketchy. They could maybe throw an M4, buy one on the Liege. They can sort of spread it out. I think they're getting a little bit worried about not winning enough rounds. Maybe they want that 9-6 scoreline. Certainly seems like it. It does cost them a tiny bit in grenades,
which they've struggled to keep.
Yeah. So
that's nothing to really shrug at. Here we go. Fallen towards the B bomb site. No one's challenging this round. We've seen that 3-man top banana defense initially, as we frequently do.
Catch anyone who was going to be fired into the corner, but
Listen, they accomplished absolutely nothing with all that utility usage. There's barely any damage onto Stewie. They don't have a Molotov, they don't have a smoke to delay, and there's only the two of them there with the FAMAs, so this is going to be painful.
And SK know it.
Yeah. And all 5 players are here just to line up everything. They're just going to throw everything.
Why not? Lige needs to hit a headshot. The grenades just aren't there. Probably wishes right about now he had that one Molotov or grenade to do anything. He's going to try and see if he can follow up on that flashbang. Does get into the site, and there are a lot of people waiting for him. FAMAS is not equipped to take care of that kind of situation. I'm not sure what weapon really is. 4 versus 5 now. Bomb plant happening right in front, and Cold Zero going to get shot down. That's a huge kill for Taco. 30 seconds, that's actually going to change the round. They have to go back and fight. Taco getting one more kill. Can he pick up the third? Nitro's there to take down Fer. What a big turn. Not Taco, an absolute hero.
What a mistake from SK Gaming. You don't see that all the time. They didn't have the timing on that smoke. They didn't realize when it cleared. There were 3 players not covering the planter, and by the time it clears, they just couldn't see that player against the wall, and Taco is able to prevent the defuse, and that is such a big performance, and that was so needed. Liquid at this B bomb site has just been getting battered round after round, and it's the A players who end up salvaging this situation.
When Cole goes down, the other players who are there, they can't even cross back to pick up the bomb.
They have no more utility. They use it all in the execute.
Oh, God.
Now, that was painful.
But everything else about that round was great for SK. They know all the grenades are gone. They do exactly what they should be doing. It was picture perfect.
Yanko highlighted this in the pregame on Train. There was that one round that Liquid won with basically just a flashbang invested. This time they obviously had more. But you can point to that in a 16-14 loss and say that round might have been the deciding factor. Double up set up now for Team Liquid and a great dink onto Cold Zera. Stewie's at half HP, so one of the rare times in these past, 6 rounds it feels like that Liquid has come out with the advantage.
Naf now playing with the AWP over there with Elish, so still possible that Naf could get smoked away, and that would leave Elish alone on the bomb site. Good opening frag for him, though. Making it a double and falling back. He does so much damage. Should be more than enough now. Nafly just has to wait and stay alive. There's not really any point in fighting alone. This is the 15th round, so just make sure you win the round. Trying for a little bit of spam, but a little bit out of range. Cold Zero covering from behind, but Fallen's the only one who has any real health. So let's see if he can save them. No one being fired upon there, although it's worth trying, I suppose. Bomb ticking away. Taco coming up from one side. He didn't win the fight last time against Cold Zero. This time, if he does, then that's almost mission accomplished. It's going to be Cold going down, and now Fallen sneaking in. He's out of the open alone. He's going to get taken down. I think they were actually jumping over the smoke then. 9-6 in favor of Team Liquid. This could have been so different.
It really could have been. That is almost a 3-round swing, or a 2-round swing at the very least. It was the last one they just did that too. So that's the difference between an 8-7 half for SK Gaming and 9-6 now for Team Liquid. This is that one round, just so costly. That's going to be painful for SK to watch back. But either way, that's a great T-side. Losing pistol, only being able to get 2 rounds in like the first 8 or 9 rounds of the game, and then going such a massive swing.
The first 2 rounds that they got, did they have only one person? Yeah, so both the first 2 rounds were
harsh
1v1.
Resets, yeah. Harsh resets. And also, I mean, for the fact they go on that 4-round streak just shows they figured out how to get into bomb sites real good, didn't they?
Yep.
All 4 rounds that they won were plants. And Liquid somehow pulls off a miracle. He even get towards 9, but gives them an advantage going into the second half. And like we said, this isn't the greatest map for SK Gaming. We've seen times where their defense has been questionable, and we'll see if this lineup has what it takes to kind of shore things up.
Yeah, 3 over at Banana, just making sure that if there was going to be some sort of rush, then they would stop it. Instead, actually, Liquid are doing the exact same thing there. SK were doing, rushing up the middle. Bolts has been forced back, but a good headshot, actually. Naf trying to chase him down. Stewie on the other side, and Cold Zero also getting a kill, and this is getting completely shut down for SK Gaming. Naf very low on health at the moment. Nitro be the ones to do it if they could. Have to be quick about it, and Stewie just not interested.
No.
Whatever he was selling on that balcony, Stewie wasn't buying.
Oh, Liquid chased Bolts. They gave him the time to get away as well and find some safety and find a good angle.
I mean, if you make that call, rush up middle, then the breakaway into Boiler to try and take like a slower fight,
yeah,
that might not be the best thing. Might just want to continue at that point.
Hard to say. I mean, obviously, it's still a very nice shot that Bolts hits. Don't take it away from him. And obviously, Stewie with 3 kills and those 2 very nice shots right at the end. But SK now wins that pistol round. And that's 5 of 6 pistol rounds for SK Gaming in this series. Big advantage to be able to take it in 3, and a good chance of evening things up pretty early on, although Liquid has been pretty dangerous in these 2nd and 3rd rounds. We've seen them win a number of them.
Now would be a good time to win one of those, because what this does for SK is that it allows them to get all of those grenades early on that they really need. Once Liquid have money to buy AK-47s, they're going to have to deal with all of that grenade spam early on the rounds. Does make things a bit trickier. Good counter Molotov coming out. Stewie waiting to try and pop flash. He's going to do it once, and actually Fallen just fighting inside of all of those flashbangs. He got the kill and a lot of damage onto Naf, so that pretty much shuts it down. They don't have any more grenades either, Liquid.
Yeah, it's over. That 3rd player comes in, he doesn't even have to line anything up, doesn't even have to be smart about it, just toss the flashbangs in towards water. That solves all the problems. Team Liquid gonna have to readjust towards mid, and actually, I mean, they split up, so look what it's done though, actually. SK Gaming, both players of the B bomb site are no longer in the bomb site. Yeah, the 3rd player rotated back towards A.
There's no smoke, so actually Fallen is pretty exposed here. I guess they're both lined up for the same angle, but a little bit worrisome if everyone peeked at the same time there for Liquid. That could get a little bit interesting. Nitro gonna get the shot on Stewie, and the bomb, though, they have to go and pick it up, so Fallen could just wait here, and he should. There's only 13 seconds. Get the backup in. Nitro, Twist hitting a couple of shots. This is way too expensive for SK Gaming, needlessly so, I'd say. Twist, with that headshot, that would have been absolutely dangerous, and no bomb plant for Liquid. I don't know what's happening anymore.
I still have no idea how they got that they won that many fights right at the end there to get that in, even just down into a 2-on-2. If they had gotten the plan off, it would have been so crazy. I think if they had gotten the plan off, we might have seen another buy out of them.
Yeah, just to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, 9-8 though. SK Gaming kind of survived a scare there that almost shouldn't have been. It felt like that round was going to get shut down a number of times. Either way, though, Liquid doing the similar thing to SK, just kind of trying to limit that economy, prevent it from growing too out of reach. This is a chance, though, if you're SK Gaming, you want guys like Fur. We know he's an eco hunter. You guys want guys like Stewie to go chase him down as well. Get the bonus money on the SMGs. Try and refill some of that lost cash. 8-9. Twist going to challenge with the Glocks, and might be something where they just kind of probe towards top mid just to see how SK is going to be spotting it. Here's Stewie kind of creeping towards the end of Banana, ready to pounce at any moment.
Oh, Nitro getting denied. See, if this is simple, this wouldn't happen. Just get out of the way.
Wouldn't even need to say anything, would he? That's an interesting fight with Fallen at long range, and Stewie's going to be happy about it. Free kill for him. Naf the only one left, a minute left in the round. And he just wants to take his time.
Take our time, Moses.
Well, he does get Fallen, so at the end you could always say fair play. Nicely done from Naf. Precision with the Glock, and equally more precision with the SMG from Stewie. Even swaps out to the rifle to be able to pass that over if he wants to, or I imagine Fallen will get the AWP. But it's going to pass it off to Coldzera.
Predict what's happening in this round for Liquid. Just call around for them right now. Just be right.
Oh God, why have you put that much pressure on me?
Just do it.
I think they're going to go slow. I think it'll be a default spread. I think they'll try and get some banana control, and then they'll hit B late in the round.
There we go. That's it.
That's like the most generic round that I could have called.
You shouldn't have said that. Now people won't give me credit for it.
Default into a late round B hit.
It's fine. Let's just see. So far, the default part's certainly working out. You're right on track, Moses, for a grand prediction.
Liquid has a pretty nasty execute at the B bomb site that actually I recall them destroying SK with it. I'm trying to remember exactly what event it was. I think it might have been Oakland last year, where they do they do the similar thing that SK tried to do in the first half, where you kind of smoke off the front of the B bomb site and you actually wrap towards CT spawn. And specifically against SK, they just ran it and it worked every single time. That was a long time ago, but they still have that play in the wheelhouse.
Yeah, those are the most fun tactics, aren't they? The ones that get pulled out every once in a while, but see what happens now. Under a minute left. 9-9 as the scoreline is tied up. Now, Elish got tagged through the apartment's wall up there, just a little bit of spam. Seems like they are putting a lot of pressure on Quad and starting to make their way around. Deep grenade goes in. Does that force them out? They're looking like they're sort of standing on top of it. It's going to wrap around the A-bomb site. It's Cold and Bolts to shut down all of this attack. Good double kill for Bolts, and he even assisted on the other one. Taco and Nitro, they just need some damage right now. Any kind of kill that they can get. Nitro hoping to find somebody on the bomb side. They know that Bolts is up there, but they can't actually force him out. They need something. There's the shot. Picked up some different equipment, and that will do the trick. Now 18 seconds left. They get the bomb plant, but they just get run down. Taco getting one good kill. Bomb is already being defused by Fer with the kit as well, and he can't really do anything. That's not really Taco's fault. Just up in those apartments. You can't swing that wide. No,
great play from SK to make that retake happen. They knew where Taco was, and Taco knew that as well, so he didn't want to be too aggressive with his peaks, and you just get in as soon as the bomb goes down, but I think Liquid's going to be fine with that. They get 3 kills. They get the bomb planted, so they have money if they want to buy. They have an AK-47. Taco could actually drop one over, but they're not going to. So the AK-47 and the partial investment across the rest of the team, next round's going to be a very strong purchase for Team Liquid.
We're going to see the apartment's waterfall rush this time. That's my favorite thing, Moses.
Could do.
I mean, Nitro actually does not have the right grenades for it, so instead they're just going to be running a little bit up the middle. Next shot comes in, and then on top of the Molotov, my God, that's great.
It's not even fair, is it? They didn't even see a single person.
Neither did Fer, he didn't need to.
Just gets everybody. Obviously the help from the off shot, but that's great. 3 kills for him, and this round is essentially over. Fer handles Nitro just barely. Avenging Fallen and Twist with the AK-47. Damage is the name of the game. Just 1 or 2 more kills. There's a good find. Now towards Rap side, but you can't find Fer. That's an ace for Fer in this round. A beautiful job. At least 3 of those. 1 with a Molotov and 2 through the smoke.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that obviously just gets shot down. Not the end of the world for Liquid. I mean, that was kind of a half buy, and they just try and make it work. They're going to buy into this round again. 11-9.
They need to win soon, or else this might be, just out of their reach. You want to get that reset onto SK. You're going to have to win 2 in a row in order to do it. They've built up enough money for that. Maybe even more if they decide to save and play a smart economic game. But now at least they have some utility to do some challenges like this. Let's go towards Banana. Prevent the op from swinging towards Car.
We didn't see any B splits through CT spawn, did we, at all in the first half?
No, I don't. This still is a new SK roster. I think that's one of those tactics you kind of add into the fold once you get a little bit more coordination. It's not your go-to, so it's not going to be one of the first things you work on this map.
I quite like those.
Banana control for Team Liquid, which is going to mean there has to be 2 players at this B bomb site for SK. Coldzera has the op over towards the A bomb site. Taco's in position to be a really powerful lurker. He's at that corner out towards Rap side. Got to be careful without peeking it too much. Trying to deny some information, but the nice thing about Fer is he has no problem getting right up behind it, jumping up on the pallet. I don't think he can see anything just yet, but this will be brutal for Taco if he tries to go through.
Yeah, he's waiting at the moment. Probably listening to some of the calls from the teammates. A little bit of a grenade being expended there now, under 40 seconds. And are they just going to try and explode through this as the smoke goes away? That could be the strategy. 33 seconds Fallen. He's kind of ready and waiting for it. And Stewie's in the back boosted up there. I think Stewie's just holding a grenade right now that he could put right in if they need it. It already comes out a little bit too soon, maybe. Fallen gets one good spray. Stewie with the crossfire to pick up the second kill, and a double for him as he falls back in line. Great defense being put up here from SK Gaming. 10 seconds, and they just need to hide and buy time. That's all that's required at the moment. Now Fly can't even really put the bomb down yet. They've got to worry about Stu. There's Twist picking up 2 great kills, and still out of time. Even with that kill, would have been no time at all to win it. So double for Stewie, and a 12-9 scoreline. I can understand why they want to pulse right now, Liquid.
I absolutely can as well. They haven't. It feels like they haven't won an opening duel in some time. They haven't found any of these first kills, and I mean the defense is just brutal because SK is doing such a good job finding those kills and then just not overextending. Just you know, Liquid from there has to make the move. You know, every second they kind of delay. They have to be kept honest by perhaps a jiggle peek. Your reinforcements are getting closer and closer, and you could see Zeus here talking everyone through this, and this is one of those things probably trying to keep the mental thing up. He's trying to get him hyped. This is a very quiet, reserved Team Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I feel like Taco's got sort of an infectious mood. He could be
might be the only one on this team.
Someone who's like a little bit out there. That might be a good addition for them in that sense. 12-9 AKs are being purchased back up. We'll see if they can find the solution. It did take SK a little while before they picked it up when they were on the T side themselves, so fair play, but they are on their way to a victory here in 3 maps on Inferno as well. That'd be something to write home about. I feel like we're hitting prime time for Brazilian viewership, aren't we? Must be.
I don't know.
It's like past midnight here.
Yeah, probably. I think it's pretty close to East Coast time. I think it's within like an hour of it, maybe an hour ahead. Well, they're going to be loving it. Stewie just spotting for information, ready to drop the smoke. He's the only one here. If this is an aggressive hit, actually, Team Liquid drops the smoke for him. He's loving that. He's so happy right now.
Thanks.
Yeah, you don't see that too often. I imagine that's for respect out of Fallen's op, I guess.
Yeah, it could be, but they're going to flash their way through. They're going to go very aggressive. Is he ready for it, Stewie? Fallen can't help him out right now. He's going to be going down. And Fallen, slight gap. Oh, so close to hitting that fly, but instead the return from Elige. Jumping up in the box to pick him off. That's a great move. If Fur goes down in this retake, coming in from Banana, then the other 2 players might as well just pack it up. They kind of need Fur to win the first fight. He's very slow at the moment.
Problem is there's 3 Liquid players live inside the bomb site, so Elige is already aware, and SK now have switched from retake mode to just contain. Take all the weapons away from Team Liquid. Make sure they have to fight to get out. coldzera is going to pick one off. Now they have the knowledge. The retake isn't coming in. Elige has got to find Fur, and he spots him out. Going to be a tough fight to win. Nade comes in. His teammates might be able to help him out. Nitro from a different angle. Should be able to get that win, but there's Elige, and that should allow safety for Twist. Just barely to 8 HP. That smoke Team Liquid throws, yeah, it prevents any kind of a peek, and they actually walk into it, and that's what that pop flash is designed for. They want to get inside that smoke, look into the wall, and have a very quick explosive hit as the smoke flies over for CT spawn.
Yeah, great stuff. Nice change of pace as well. That's obviously a call. I mean, they had the timeout, right? So they're sort of shuffling over what exactly can crack this open. And
you could see, I mean, Zeus obviously, had to switch into that kind of a call. Zeus dumbing it down for him a little bit, just saying, listen, not everyone's like, clicking, not everyone's hitting their shots, no one's really finding any kind of a pick or an entry for us. So let's just keep this simple. Let's just group up towards that B bomb site very quick. We've been able to establish control and just play the trade game through that smoke, and they're able to make it work. But, I mean, at some point you're going to have success with some of the more complex things. We'll see if they can do it here. Still kind of stuck in this grouped up death ball.
Yeah, but I do kind of feel like people do tend to overcomplicate things sometimes. Like it's almost like they make it worse over time, Some of the basic stuff actually works fantastic if you can make it happen. That is a nice grenade into the middle. Liquid are not going to be happy about this. Running through the smoke right into the fire, and Stewie's there to pick them up. Fur on the other side, no chance at all. Oh God, after a little bit of success, that might be the map.
Yeah, that's Stewie just sticking the dagger into his North American friends. That is such a great defense, just waiting for them to come through the smoke. He knows he's got Fur on the other side. He doesn't need to throw the Molotov in towards the brackets. Just make sure he's safe on Rap side, and he gets given some gifts. They come through that smoke spraying, and that time, the first time towards the B-bomb site, it was a clever little change. This one felt desperate.
Didn't have the same oomph, did it?
No, there's no real panache to it,
That's a good word.
You like that?
I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also it does feel bad when you jump through that smoke and then there's just flames on the other side. You're like, oh.
I don't even know if they realized the flames were there immediately, because I think the first guy who went through was blind.
Yeah.
So, just a disaster on all fronts.
Not a good time.
No, not by any stretch. 10-13, and that was kind of the round that might have been able to help him get back into it. Could have at least limited money. That's not going to happen whatsoever. SK Gaming, they've ballooned into a very solid safety net. It's going to be a force buy out of Team Liquid. They've gotten just decimated on this map. Or on the second half, at the very least. One round on the offensive side for Team Liquid. They ended the first half 9-6.
Yeah, they lose, what, like 6 rounds in a row? And then they win a single round, and then they're back to losing again. That's not good. That can't keep happening.
It's not ideal, is it? Yeah. Well, feeling the pain at the moment.
See if they can make anything happen with the C-75s and the Deagle. If you're quick, I mean, the defense is a little bit spread out here over on A. Cold sort of alone over the apartments. Bolts, he's going to fall back and catch up with Bolts, so They can help each other out quite a bit. They have a Molotov for the corner where Fur is in, so there's always a chance.
There's always a chance.
If you just believe, Moses.
I know for a fact that does not work.
You don't watch the Disney movies? Works all the time.
Well, Fur's probably going to kill 2 through smoke, so let's be patient with our belief.
Yeah, Fur would be the villain in a Disney movie, wouldn't
Yeah, he definitely would be. Here we go. Pop flash in towards lane. Fur's going to peek now. It's not through his smoke, but he has some 3 guys very low. The AWP actually missing, and coldzera stands in the flames, and that needed to be a kill. Bolts is going to hold down this pit, and more Fur now coming back, and there's the deagle shot. They've started to take over this bomb site. It's not quite theirs yet. The smoke will help at least get the plant, but there's such a huge gap in that. Fur's going to go right through it. Of course he is. He doesn't want to mess around, and Nitro saves Taco. 22 HP in the pit with the deagle, and Stewie takes off his head.
I don't even know how he could see for the edge of the smoke, but he did. Nitro picking up the gun. 10 seconds here. He needs to go back and get that bomb, otherwise it's not even going to matter. They're not going to give him the chance either. Got to pick it up. There it finally is with 6 seconds, and the problem is now they can just run him down. He has to hope they're both there, and they're not, and that's going to be the round. If they both... He had no choice.
Yep.
That was all that he could have done.
Either Stewie stops the plant, or...
Yeah. That was actually a perfect play. The perfect communication between Stewie and Fallen.
Yep, I mean, a great decision by Fallen just to bail out and just leave him on his own. Whoever called it out, that's very nicely done. 14-10, and Liquid almost make it worth with pistols, but it just took too long to get that site secure. Up on Nitro that he was able to save and bring forward into this round, but again, it's just got to be pistols. Just buy what you can. 2 more opportunities for Liquid to find a lifeline.
Fallen right at the edge there, all around the corner. If they can pick him off, maybe they can rush down Stewie. That's a good opening, but Stewie's going to try and use some of these grenades to maybe slow them down. Twist is going to be the first one in. The rest can't join him, so he has to find a little bit of success. Eventually, they're going to come their way through. Stewie doing such a good job at the moment. That double kill definitely keeps them in the round. SK Gaming.
Look at Elige.
Oh, you're right. The flank coming through very late here. They still haven't got the bomb plant, though, so they're sort of waiting for Elige. And are they really realizing? I thought they just turned around to look for it. It almost looked like they did. Fur almost going down. That's such a lot of damage for Elige. That could be enough here. 2 on 2. Fur on 22 health with the bomb being planted.
Nice shot from Nitro. One more follow-up as coldzera creeps in. He's got the op as well. His position's given up. Molotov is going to force Nitro into the open, and they might double peek him. They might have to. Missed shot. Now Nitro can get a wider angle, but he gets fooled by the fountain. It's just Taco when he does it. He gets the headshot onto coldzera, saves Team Liquid in this round. 11-14, and it's a hard-fought one, and Elige with that flank buys them the time they need.
It is, I don't know if you're feeling it, but there is something crazy. It's actually happened quite a number of times that Cold and Taco have had a one-on-one duel, and I feel like Cold has come out a number of times. It almost seems like if Cold knows that it's Taco, he just is even more aggressive, like, because he must obviously have that feeling that, like, I know I can take on this guy, you know? But that's one of the times where it's a little bit different. Taco coming out on top.
SK playing really conservative with the money, which is dangerous. CZ's the shotgun on Fur, and Fur is over here in Halls. It's going to be Elige up against him. He backs off. There's a player in... Oh, no, it's all gone wrong. Nitro needs to be careful. He knows the deagle is on that side, but his teammates are doing the work. It's into a 3-on-3, and now Liquid just needs to breathe. They're going to turn the corner. coldzera's got an AK, but he can't handle it. Fallen inside the bomb site. Everyone's here. Liquid has to fight the whole way in. They are going to clear Fallen out. They're going to do a drive-by, and they find him. And now Stewie gets 1, and Liquid have made it to 12.
That's so unbelievably close. They were so low on health. 2 players left. This has turned into a mad game. The end of Inferno. It does just always deliver. Can we? What if we just made it a rule that you just had to play Inferno?
Third map has to be Inferno.
You just have to do it.
I don't mind that.
There's no other way. 14-12, ladies and gentlemen. AWP on Nitro, 1 on Fallen as well. SK obviously still favored to win at this point, but Liquid have started to really make up for loss. Oh my god.
How's he done that? How's he gotten away and the save by Stewie? Oh, that is so sick.
I don't even know. that just makes no sense. He's out in the middle of everything. He's flashed. And yet he somehow gets the flick in and escapes back around the corner.
If you're Naf, or if I'm Naf, probably just broke my mouse.
Yeah, that is going to be really infuriating.
That is a tilt-worthy way to die.
Of course, if you're Naf, you don't actually have those emotions, so...
Well, there's that. I mean, but still, he's got to be wondering how he didn't get the kill. And that's an awkward balance. Just nothing going right for Team Liquid at the moment. Oh
my god.
You really do hate to see it. That is a hate to see it moment.
It's getting kind of late. I kind of needed that.
Revitalized you?
Yeah, I did. Now I feel ready. Flashbang there. Classic going off of the chimney. Passing the 40-second mark now. Fallen's kind of low, but he's also so far back they can't catch him. Stewie also on the bomb site. So only 3 people defending this A bomb site. It's kind of can work for Liquid. One good entry, and this might be their round.
Can they do it is the question. There's a crossfire between Bolts and the bomb site. Twist has to check this, and he should know to. He plays this spot on the CT side. Taco gets the trade, but he's dinked up. coldzera backs off. He just wants to survive. They know where he is, and just barely getting that kill. But look at the HP, and Fur on the flank. This should be easy for SK from here. You just have to breathe on Team Liquid.
Yeah. Get a little bit of communication in for SK Gaming here, and they are going to be able to do it. That's a good flashbang. Good follow-up as well. Putting Fur in his place just a little while. Taco trying to see if he could sneak around while this is happening. Elige gets one good headshot now. All he has to do is buy a little bit of time for Taco, and it might work out. The communication is great, and Taco going to be taking down Fur. What a huge play coming out from Team Liquid. That is so smart.
How have they survived this round? That was so difficult to get into the site. It cost them so much HP, cost them so many players. And they've still pulled it out somehow. Poise under pressure being shown by Team Liquid down the stretch. And they've got a winning streak going as they claw back into this.
I mean, if you are questioning the communication on Team Liquid, that's a very encouraging sign, isn't it?
I mean, it's also just desperation, right? Like, Elige's spot is known, and he just knows he can't peek. He just has to be there to stall, and he even goes aggressive to make sure they can't make too much progress. Yeah, that's very good coordination and a nice gutsy play from Taco.
That was desperately needed. If he doesn't do that, then I don't think there's any chance they win it. Taco at 22 kills, as you can tell. Stewie on the other team at 27. 14-13 and leading into the 28th round, but SK Gaming, that money is kind of gone.
It's not great. They have the op that Fallen was able to save. He's got a kit as well, which is pretty interesting. So they're going to buy up the smokes and upgraded pistols to be able to delay as long as possible, maybe pull off some kind of a trick. And throughout all this, I mean, the losing bonus has been building. That's 3 rounds in a row now for Team Liquid. It'll be 4 if Liquid wins this one. So going into round 29, they'll have pretty much anything they could possibly want. So Liquid's going to have to battle if they want this victory, and they've been battling this whole way to this point. Both teams, early on in their offensive halves, just get stumped. It was the same for SK in the first half, and later on into the half, both teams kind of figure each other out.
Nothing really out of the ordinary happening just yet for SK. Fallen trying to peek in on one side towards quad with the AWP, hoping to catch someone early on, and he's going to be successful taking down Twist. That's going to be frustrating. And he's going to be... Look at how mobile he's going to be after that. Do they just get one kill in the middle and say it's B? It almost looked like it, didn't it?
Yeah, SK's setting a trap right now. They know the go-to, especially on Inferno, the go-to late into the round, if you don't kind of really know what you're going up against, is just go back to a B bomb, so you can have an easy execute there. And actually, even Fur coming back now, they were expecting some kind of an explosion in Banana in response, as if Team Liquid already had control of it. If they just smoke off Fallen and go up lane, that's their best chance. coldzera's in the pit. Now Fallen rotating back towards the bomb site. Here's that wall of smokes. They're going to go for it. Fallen can wreak so much havoc.
With the AWP, he's only going to have one chance. There's Nitro going down. He's so quick with that weapon. coldzera coming in, getting a big double kill, and he finally dies, but it might be too late. Naf, he has to be a hero this time. 40 seconds, going straight for the bomb plant, not even trying to bait it out. Fallen and coldzera, what a lethal combination inside of that A-bomb side, and Naf is caught out in the open, and he's being flanked as well. If he stays here, he's definitely going to get wrapped on. He's got to be a little bit proactive, otherwise I'm not sure this is going to work out. They do not have a kit currently and no more grenades. He's hiding in the corner and they all peek him at the same time. He is completely hunted at this point in time and he gets dropped by Stewie. Oh, wow. What a defense. There are so many other times where you would have said, why is he bringing the AWP into the bomb site so that they lose it if he dies? You know, like, why not try and save it into the next round, anything like that? He just takes them out.
And coldzera, I mean, using his opponent's strengths against him, all the utility, that wall of smokes, he just hides in it, and all he needs is the one opportunity, Fallen, to get that one kill, take all the attention away as well, because you know in Team Liquid's head, they're like, just get the op, and that's when he pounces. He's able to get 2 kills when they're not even looking at him. Nav tried to be proactive in there. He tried to work his way towards the other side of the default boxes, because he knew there was going to be a flank coming in at some point, right? Yeah. And he just gets tagged right before he's about to get on the corner, and that kind of ruins all of his plans. I think this might be the final timeout for Team Liquid, 13-15. They fought so far back, and again, it was the same. Remember, it was the same in the first map. It was the same on Cash. They made this comeback at the end of it.
Yeah.
And then they get stopped by 1 saved M4 and CZs. This time it's 1 op and CZs.
Man, this is turning into quite a match. Usually, I feel like you've got to wait for, you know, quarterfinals, semifinals before you get this kind of action. We're being treated something special in the group stage.
Yeah.
Double up, though, on the SK side. They're not playing any longer. The fun is over.
Well, they finally have some money. Finally have the ability to go for it. First shot misses.
Yeah, but if they don't realize it's double up, though...
This is going to be a pretty nasty switch, isn't it? It can be.
Yeah. Yeah, because you call out, you say, well, ops on this side, and then you could make some unforced errors on the other side. Yeah,
coldzera's on the wrap side, right at the corner, peering in towards mid. He's got Fur with an AK-47 underneath the porch and quad. We'll see how this goes. 4 players, 4 Team Liquid over in these A-halls, over in the alternate mid. They've still got 4 smokes, 3 Molotovs. Decent amount of flashes as well for the Team Liquid side. They can stagger this hit. coldzera not giving up the double op game, and there it is. He goes for the timing shot, misses. Double pit, and coldzera with the op, waiting to spin into the bomb site to help out.
A couple of Molotovs could make this pit position very exposed all of a sudden. The question is if Fur can help out Bolts if he gets moved out of this. Bolts has no smokes or anything to try and cancel a Molotov, so it could get interesting. In fact, the grenades are all very low right now on SK Gaming, and Liquid still holding on to a couple of really critical grenades right now. I think that those grenades might actually make the difference in this one. One smoke could block off coldzera on that AWP over at the library, and then one good Molotov.
Yeah, if they put it there is the question. They might do it for pit just to try and get into the bomb site. We'll see. coldzera's not paying attention here. Here's the Molotov. It's a quick hit up lane. There's Bolts with one. Twist with the big trade, but Fur just pounces, and now he can set up the crossfire with Cold, who's getting aggressive along the wall. He's chiming in. There's time. There's only 5 seconds on the clock, and Unleash has to go for the plant. coldzera's going to end it with the knife. The statement, and you could see standing up immediately. 16-13. SK Gaming are through to the quarterfinals.
You got to love that energy, don't you?